Now let's review some relevant insights from research on human learning. Learning is a scientific process, and for students to learn optimally, they must be taught. This is true regardless of cognitive abilities and disposition towards learning. Students often use ineffective strategies such as highlighting and rereading with limited success. Such strategies are rooted in the misconception about learning. We know that truly effective teachers know how to engage their students in activities that foster storage of new information and subsequent access to that information. Doing so involves focusing on meaning, making connections between new concepts and concepts they already know, organizing to-be-learned information, and so forth. We know that truly effective learners need to engage in activities that foster storage of new information and subsequent access to that information, very similar to what's recommended for educators, which is that both master the science of learning. Every comprehensive research conducted globally by dozens of experts on learning point to the science of learning. Now, it is time that we leverage these insights by allowing the field of cognitive science into the education landscape. After all, the most efficacious strategies that students and teachers can use to be effective fall squarely within the science of learning. Naturally, these principles apply to anyone dealing with information they want to process more efficiently, whether you are retraining yourself for a career opportunity, having ongoing learning in your role at work, or if you're responsible for training others. Since 2010, COGx, a research and development firm in applied cognitive science, has been dedicated to distilling and translating the science of learning into evidence-based programs to help us modernize teaching and learning. Our primary focus has been to modernize schooling through applied cognitive science in order to foster greater learning in the system. For this to happen, we believe it is important to involve 4 essential actors. First, school leaders. We have created an online program that synthesizes decades of scientific research, which we map back to the school system's mission and priorities to show synergies. Second, educators. We know that quality teacher training is crucial to the quality of education. And because we know that training on the science of learning in general is scarce, we have created a broad yet flexible curriculum for teacher training. Thirdly, students. They are why schools exist and why educators get up in the morning. The evidence is overwhelming on the importance of teaching them how to learn effectively. Therefore, we have created several versions of our program for students with different levels, where we teach them how to become sophisticated, successful, independent, lifelong learners. The last element is civil society, which includes parents, for whom we have created a series of micro lessons that share insights from cognitive science so that schools can be aligned with parents and with students with a common language in support of the science of learning. We invite you to explore any of our programs and evaluate the merit that these have to help you be more effective as a leader, as a parent, as a student, or as an educator. We all have a relationship with information, voluntary or involuntary. And through research and our years of proven experience working globally, we know that this relationship can be optimized, and by doing so with fidelity, together we can modernize teaching and learning for all.